wanted to create an electric mobility robust national plan, and that national plan of electric mobility required a certain level of changes in the way Power Ministry and Ministry of Road Transport they work together. And when we look at those changes, when we look at those adoption, we create that amount of reform which was required in these two ministries. In 2018, 2019, when we were preparing for 2019 election, it was very, very much important for us to show what type of work has happened over 2014 to 2018, last 4 years. And when we tried to speak to the Ministry of Power, we understood that the work which has happened is mostly around the FAME 1 and FAME 2. We wanted to have a concrete understanding of what type of electric mobility is being delivered in this tenure and the another tenure. But FAME 1 and FAME 2 are not B2C. It is not reaching to citizen. It is still connected and limited to the OEMs. We wanted to have the understanding of people's problem. So if I will list 4 of them, you will be able to see what are the problems, and all of you, each one of you who are sitting in the hall would be able to relate yourself, your decision making with this. When you are thinking about electric vehicle, you always fear what would happen to my vehicle if I shut down outside the city on the highway. That is one of the factor which deters a lot of people to take decision of buying an electric vehicle. Second, if you buy, you look at the price, and price is 2.5, mostly 2.5. So how are you going to compare these two products together when you have a buying capacity of ICE engine and you are buying an electric vehicle, which is going to be at least 2-fold to 3-fold of that. Third problem is from the OEM side and from the infrastructure side, that if we own and set up an infrastructure, how am I going to be paid? How am I going to make business out of it? If it is not having a vehicle number or it does not have a vehicle to be charged for. And the last but not least is how are we going to finance that infrastructure? Because when you are going to finance an emerging technology, there are a hell lot of challenges you go through, and then you will be reaching somewhere. This 30 days trial is conducted on any stretch. 30 दिनों के अंदर हमें पता चल जाता है कितने स्टेशन बनाने की ज़रूरत है, कितने कितने डिस्टेंस के ऊपर बनाने की ज़रूरत है, उनके जियो लेटलॉन्ग क्या होने चाहिए, उनकी पोजीशनिंग, उनके ऊपर लगने वाले चार्जर कौन सी गाड़ियों के साथ वो कंपैटिबल हैं, किसके साथ कंपैटिबल नहीं है, कितना कैपेक्स हमारा चार्जिंग इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर में जाएगा, कितना ऑक्सिलरीज जो वहाँ पे एमिनिटीज़ हैं उसमें जाएगा, कितना हम उससे अर्न कर पाएंगे और कितना हम रेवेन्यू अर्न कर पाएंगे चार्जिंग से. So this all reaches together in 30 days trial by trip to trip, seat to seat. So this was conducted on Delhi Yamuna Expressway to give these results. On Delhi Jaipur, it happened into 2022. So 21 and 22 are two trials. 22-1 is given us a clarity about how it is going to respond to people. So अगर आप आज अपनी व्यक्तिगत गाड़ी लेके जाते हैं, जयपुर कितने रुपए में पहुंचते हैं, हम आपको जो फ्लीट में व्हीकल देते हैं उससे आप कितने रुपए में पहुंचते हैं, आप एक डीजल बस से जाते हो तो कितना पर सीट पे करते हो, आप इलेक्ट्रिक बस से जाते हो तो कितना पर सीट पे करते हो. So these all trials, their results are there in front of your table in the brochure. In comparison, if I just give you two comparisons, is you buy or you rent Toyota Innova, it costs 15 to 12,000 rupees for going to Jaipur, one side drop. Our vehicle, which is being run by Blue Smart, it only charges 4,100 rupees to give you a drop to Jaipur. If you look at the bus, luxury 2x2 sleeper, diesel bus, it costs 1,200 to 1,500 per seat. If it is a luxury bus, Mercedes or Volvo, we cost 360 rupees only. सो कॉस्ट वाइज जितने पैसे में आप शायद एयरपोर्ट भी नहीं पहुंचे उतने पैसे में हम आपको जयपुर पहुंचा देते हैं. दिस कॉस्ट coming from people who are not been using electric mobility, without owning, now they can use it. So without taking a lot of time, this is how we conduct a trial. Once trial is conducted, yesterday I told you about the financial model, though we do not need financial support now because our entire construction is covered. Our SDFC representation will be here in some time. Once trial is conducted, the cost of each charging station capex is there with us. We start doing the land acquisition and other identification. If we look at NHEV or if we look at any highway operator who have land patches on that land, they give us maybe 10 kilometer आगे 10 kilometer पीछे that this is availability. If you are okay with this, we go to yes for this. Then जितना टाइम लगता है वो उसका रैंप अप बनाने में, उसको उसका एग्जिट और एंट्री बनाने में लगता है. Once it is given to our teams for digital infrastructure, then network infrastructure, then electric infrastructure, then charging infrastructure, वो 26, 27, 30, 90, 120 दिन ये पूरे पीरियड के अंदर एक एक करके अपना काम पूरा करते हैं. दिस इज डिवाइडेड इनटू L1 to L10, level 1 to level 10, and level 9 is the fleet operator who just come in, they look at it, how beautifully and how technically compatible they are for signing a minimum guarantee. So we do not come with charging infrastructure without having vehicle. So that's maybe a mistake which has happened earlier, and couple of tender we had to roll back as a sector. But this time, and always since the beginning, it was ease of doing business pilot. So anyway, we have to create a good case of business. Each charger has a compatibility with a vehicle. Each charger has a MG with a vehicle. So हम जब infrastructure बनाते हैं उसी वक्त हम लोग गाड़ी भी order करते हैं. So Blue Smart, Red Bus, Jing Bus, Green, then Eco Fuel, and Green Cell Mobility. They all operate buses. Whatever vehicle we started in the trial, we have not taken back the vehicle. They still run on Delhi, Jaipur, Delhi, Agra. Whatever cost I have told you, you want to go, you can go buy those buses. You can even get the cars. So this comparison makes us profitable. And this profitability I have shown you, it is going to be 36 to 40 months for the entire capex to reach to break even. During this period of construction, HDFC has a blanket approval for covering construction period. After construction period, each station is allocated on the basis of PPP model. So if, say for an example, between Delhi and Jaipur, we have 10 stations, or maybe Delhi to Udaipur, we have 10 stations after each 100 kilometer, then 3 station goes to power and petroleum PSUs. That is the PPP model where they are already having a lot of footprint into electric mobility. Next 3 station goes to private companies like Jio, BP, Shell Mobility, Adani, Total Energies. We have a couple of people from Cement also who have asked for, a couple of people from electric mobility and also conventional auto. They are big players. They want to have charging station. It is profitable, so there is no harm in having a couple of them in there. Last, if we get opportunity to give couple of station to people, why I'm saying people is public-private people model is because when we asked in 2019 to Power Ministry what is the problem which they are facing in creating the infrastructure as good as petrol pump, then we received an understanding that there is no license required for setting up a charging station. So it's a gold mine on which we are sitting, that there is no license technically required as per the Electricity Act for setting up a charging station. It means all of us can own a petrol pump of tomorrow. Why we are not owning is because of 3 reasons which we have given on the first page of the brochure. Detailing of the charging station was not available. Financing of the charging station was not available. And how much it earn, what is the utilization, break even, it was not clearly tabled. So now since all 3 are there, everybody would like to own, everybody would like to, from their capacity of land or from capacity of capex, they would like to have one. So last 3 station given to public sector. So anyone who has land pieces, or they can figure out कि यहाँ मैं किसी से land खरीद सकता हूँ. And the last 1 station, since I said 10 station, 1 station remains with the state government as a control room, or as a, you can say, operator hub, or you can say as a hub for the buses and trucks. It will always be a ISBT type of property. So 1 station should be given to state government, because these highways we have designed is as per the capacity available for the vehicle here in India. And looking at the capability of the vehicle, it may expand or it may shrink, but each station is also being prepared, technically capable for doing dispensement of ethanol, methanol, and hydrogen. So we are blessed to have a lot of people today coming from Niti Aayog and Ministry of Road Transport and Highway, then also from Central Road Research Institute, to talk on various topics which may include together to think about that how we are going to create the U-turn, how we are going to have a underpass, because after each 100 kilometer means there is no station at the other side. The other side station is after 50 kilometer. So how do we reach to the other side of the station is not एक दूसरे के आमने सामने नहीं है। 50 किलोमीटर के बाद एक आपको मिलेगा जरूर, लेकिन हो सकता है दूसरी साइड में मिले। So underpass was a big issue. How we are going to do the DPR, or how we are going to select the site. These are the thought we are going to sort it out today, so that we create a comprehensive proposal for putting it up to ministry, and then we can take it forward. My understanding of India's intent for green mobility is the intent of our honorable minister. He always wanted to have e-highway, which probably technically, if we call electric corridor, the one which Germany, Sweden, and now US also have. Very small, not so big. So the comparison between the Indian e-highway and the German e-highway is on the last page of the brochure. They have also conducted 3 trials of 12 kilometer, 15 kilometer, and 3.4 kilometer in Germany. Their cost per kilometer was 22 crore rupees. Our cost per kilometer, including vehicle, has came around 1 crore rupees, which also include the cost of land and other amenities. The one which Germany is doing has couple of challenges like overhead wires. You need a different type of vehicle. It has to have an extended arm. These challenges are not Indian beta version, and we are not alone globally. Australia is also going with this version of US. Half of the US, which is in the coastal area, is going with the Tesla model, which again is a charging station, no overhead wires, and all type of vehicle can come and charge there. So my kind submission to all of you is to have your queries tabled. If not today through question answer or orally, it should be coming to us in the working group in the writing, so that the 3-pager, 4-pager detail at each level when we table, we would be able to have a clear roadmap of where we are starting, what type of process we are adopting, what cost we are going to take for each station, and where we are ending and handing over to site to the other player.